we have with us John Finegan, who is CEO of Focus Cloud and chair of Vistage Group. And he is going to be speaking with us a bit about his progression from salesman extraordinaire for a number of years, a massive fundraising genius at American Cancer Society, where I met him, and today, running his own business on the marketing side and participating as a chair on the Vistage Group. To begin with, as a sales and marketing professional, why you went in that direction, and then what made you comfortable then, and if possible, a situation that would contrast with how you dealt with a particular situation using your tact and diplomacy back then versus how you would potentially respond to that situation using your new approach today.
So I'm today a 68-year-old man that started his career after college in 1974. So it seemed logical, because I didn't know any better, to become a salesperson for IBM. In 1989, after getting the entrepreneurial bug, I created my first company. So I am an entrepreneur at my core. That was acquired by J.D. Edwards. I got an offer from SAIC for that second business. Throughout that, I had my mother being diagnosed with colon cancer, my dad dying of prostate cancer, my youngest daughter being diagnosed with leukemia. That's how I ended up being a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. That was also a theme running through my life. But today, I have become a student again. It is critically important. If I'm going to help the CEOs that I work with today to be transformational, it's not agreeing with them. They have everyone in their organization, he or she has employees working for them that want something from them. That they either want their job or they are a vendor selling something, but clearly they don't want to disagree with that chief executive. My job today as a chair with Vistage is to do just that.
What's the difference between old John Finegan and the new John Finegan?
To receive the compliment of being Mr. Nice Guy is a pejorative. It's not a compliment, because my job is to confront. My job is to clearly understand what is preventing you from accomplishing your goals. And I work with individuals who might have been trained in other fields like medicine, and now their job is to run a company.
As you kind of build out those Vistage groups and you're bringing in executives from different walks of life, how do you encourage those participants to similarly challenge one another and kind of, to affect the same type of transformational change within your group?
You have to create an environment that is safe and confidential. A group of individuals from 12 to 16 is the optimal number. Those individuals come together with operating principles and agreements. In your world, you might think of a contract as something that comes from an attorney to state this is how we're going to behave in the future. But there is also the informal contracting that we as human beings agree to. And that is to say that we're going to treat each other respectfully. The afternoons are spent in what is called issue processing, so that you can come forward with an issue to the 15 other members of your group and know that you can tell them anything. But let's assume it's a typical business issue. My chief marketing officer is not producing. He's on the senior management team, or she. And I can't discuss it with anyone within my organization. I may or may not have a board of directors. So, and that issue may be something I can take to that group, but typically not. So I have a group of individuals that I can turn to say, this is what's happening. I'm stuck and I need to be unstuck.
And I just wanted to try to draw similarities and contrast between the old way and the Vistage way.
The golf course still exists and is still valuable. And a modern version of that today is YPO. So some of our younger members belong to both. Yes, you do get good advice from, and you form friendships, but it's the primary emphasis is not personal growth. The Vistage model enables you to have 15 individuals who are highly respected, well trained like yourself. We grow together using that methodology. So the golf course and YPO can't compare to that kind of method or approach to solving problems.
I suspect that the diplomacy that you've grown accustomed to and comfortable with is still lingering in your DNA fibers. The confrontational John Finegan is still an evolutionary process.
Over time, do we change and we grow? We all have unproductive patterns and behaviors as individuals. And your golfing buddy isn't going to confront you with that, most likely on the golf course. It, he or she does not want to make you feel more miserable.
I mean, unless they're trying to win that round. You know,
As a chair, I'm going to grow over the years, which is why we have a VCG, a Vistage chair group. And I got coaching, by the way, and it wasn't telling me what a great guy I was, Eric. It was just the opposite, telling me, you're showing up in a particular way, John, that isn't serving you well. I know that that is a safe environment for them to share that with me. And that's what I intend to do to create it for my groups. And it's already begun. That's the beauty, I think, and the value of the process.
I think that's a good example there at the end. But you know, thank you for taking the time here this week to discuss
You're very welcome.
the John Finegan that was, the John Finegan that is evolving, and the no nonsense, no more Mr. Nice Guy. We're gonna have to play that song for you when you're at the beginning of all your meetings. All right. Have a good rest of the week here, John. Take care.
Thank you so much.